Okay, take two. Oh, this one's so silky smooth now. Oh, take that. No drop frames. Knock on wood. We are good. Oh, I love it. Okay, so we gotta get this up and running before my internet service provider catches me and realizes that I'm streaming again, and before they decide to throttle me or whatever, right? Okay, so music. Let's pretend that the last 5 minutes never happened and we're back in business. Okay. So, welcome back, guys. Hello. I know, right? Silky smooth. Oh, also, I was silky smooth, but no, I'm not anymore. Actually, I did shave, but time is not. It's actually a week, if you can imagine. I got my haircut last weekend, and I shaved last weekend as well, with anticipation of the last stream, right? But it just never, never really materialized because my, just. I don't understand what it is. It's either my internet service provider or it's City Skylines itself just being just a big, fun, friendly friend to me. Let's just put it that way. Oh, I know. I'm so happy that we have unlimited. If we had cap, oh my goodness, that would be just the worst. Okay, so hopefully this place looks familiar. It has been quite some time since we've played here. Honestly, I enjoyed your stream yesterday. You hold a good conversation and you kept me captivated. Actually, I was trying to get the game, as you know, like kind of fixed or whatever, but you're a good distraction, so I appreciate that. And so, yeah, for those of you wondering what I'm talking about right here, Bloodthirsty Cheeseburger just started streaming City Skylines as well. And he's got better hardware than me, so his game looks and performs even better than mine. So if you're a fan of the visual arts, and it's also cool to see someone just build a different style of city. Okay, so unfortunately what I had to do to kind of fix City Skylines was remove like countless hundreds of assets. So my list has gone from like 1,400 and change down to I think like 11 or 1,200 now. So it's like just big difference. And the game itself, I hope you guys can tell, runs so smooth now. What I found that was the best bang for the buck in terms... Oh, you lost the city? Oh no, that's the worst. You gotta turn on autosave. I don't even have mine turned on, so I shouldn't even gamble with that right now, but... so yeah, what I ended up doing to kind of give myself a lot more, CPU kind of resources was remove the majority of the custom growable buildings. So we're back to a lot more kind of stock, even though we still have hundreds of them. And I've just been kind of tinkering around, and I redid all of these interchanges here, and I freaking love the new outcome. So, like, look at this flow through. Oh, that's delicious. Look at that. Ooh. And my favorite thing about this game, and see if we can capture it, is if you notice the trucks, their bums get a little wiggle when they go through the, you see that? Yeah, little bum jiggles. Doot, 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 doot. I love that, right? That's too funny. So, this now merges much more, freely, I guess is a good way to put it. Kind of see it looks really cool, too, for the overhead. So this goes down and around. And, like, it follows, right? The symmetry. That was really hard to kind of achieve. But it looks really cool. And then so I changed the speed limits, and I changed the turning lanes so that everyone kind of merges properly. That's really crazy. Those guys should not be kind of crossing over like that, but to each their own, I guess. And then this, I just cleaned this up too. Well, this one we've already seen, actually. What am I saying? But this has gone back to essentially what it was before, but I'm just trying to change the turning lanes around. And then I was going to say, hopefully that doesn't happen where people kind of merge into each other, but it's not too bad. But unfortunately, the city, we lost so many buildings, so I've kind of ran and replaced some of them. Like, this is now a science center instead of that really cool kind of custom office building. So, unfortunately, we're going to run into those same kind of problems in the other cities as well. But at least the game is up and running again, and I will have some more recorded content for you guys soon. And, oh, Gmux, I'm so happy to be back. It's even 1 week, it just feels like it's been forever. I cannot get over that. But I'm happy you guys are here. Let's do some building. Let's have some fun. What's our population? What's our goal here? We're trying to get to 60,000, right? It's been so long. I gotta brush off the dust here, right? Okay. So this is cool. Just can kind of see this again, right? Everything flows, I think, much more freely. And this is just really neat. I don't know what to call it, but it gives us room for some future expanse. So we can actually have a road come, say, like out here after, or something, right? And that can connect to a new neighborhood, and we can still grow this interchange. Same with some of these arms, right? So, options for the future. Alright, so with population in mind, let's pick a spot and start working on it. I think over in the Foothills was kind of our last little idea slash agenda objective thing. So we can move this stuff slightly over or even up the hill or down here or something. And then we can, yeah, just start making some residential zones. This is kind of cool too. I like this little lake. And like these things, just so I can show you super quick, we would do, you know, something like this, right? Just like this kind of stuff. So you get cute little piers, you know, like jet skis, like that kind of stuff. So I was gonna make more roundabouts. Well, the city definitely needs more of them. Actually, that's kind of what I was gonna make a big roundabout over here, but I ended up with this whole, I don't know what to call that, but really like this. And then I ended up dropping the train underneath just to give us a little bit more room and freedom, and I still have to kind of figure out what's happening with these roads. So this might actually go this way, and then that highway can connect over here as well, just to give us a little bit more, or like, you know, give some freedom to this interchange. Okay, so Foothills, daylights, music, party time, let's do it. Now, for the hills, I would like to do some kind of, that's not really nice, something that kind of wraps and is slalomy and something you really want to drive in real life. So maybe that's not the best way to go up. Maybe we have to go like this. And this is going to be a feeder road that most of our little neighborhoods are going to be connected to. And then just in terms of topography, I'm going to try and get this to gently wrap up the hill a little bit, but we'll take our time. That's too punny? I make really bad puns sometimes, especially when I'm recording. Like, in my mind, they're all very funny, but then when I hear them after, I'm like shaking my head. I'm like, oh god, who are you? Becoming a dad. This might be too steep, so let's try that again. Okay. Alright, now maybe we can just enter the hill like that, even. And that looks a little bit more ground level kind of approach. And then this can just exit like a such. There we go. And then that can be a bridge. There we go. And then we could always do an observatory or just, you know, something fancy up there. Some utility or something. We can do like a really big cell phone tower, like that kind of stuff. But this is cool. I like this. I think this can be a better slope if, oh, puny, oh, not punny, oh gosh. Womp womp. That intersection, I really think it's puny? Oh, I kind of like it though. And like most of those little things that I made, they kind of handle pretty high volumes of traffic, to be honest. Okay, this is not really connecting the way I want it to. Okay, maybe two-step this. There we go. Yeah, that's nicer. And then it's almost like we're entering the tunnel, almost at like ground level kind of thing, right? Yeah, that's cool. And then this could very possibly just link back up with this and become kind of like a circle almost. Okay, now, you know what we could do is put our utilities up in the hill up here. So maybe we could try that. See if this is something we can do. Damn Canadians, yep, that's us. I think we're cool neighbors to have. Ooh, I love this. I think Americans are cool neighbors to have too. Just for the record. I like going to the States, it's kind of fun. I wish the exchange rate though was a little bit better. That would make, you know, a little bit more inviting to go down, because right now we lose like 20 or 30%, which is like not very nice. Okay, so I'm trying to make utility little spot at the top of this hill here. Doesn't necessarily look like it's working too well. And my goodness, what a difference in the internet. Like, I'm gonna jinx it. I'm gonna knock on the wood. We're gonna do that now. Like, I swear, it's like my ISP, they must throttle me once they realize I'm going through high bandwidth or something, right? Because how can just a simple reset like this just clear all those problems? I don't even know how internet stuff works. So maybe what I'm saying sounds so stupid because, you know, like, they're just like, of course it works because you're resetting this and this. But, I don't know, I wish it was the future already. I wish like Google Fiber was here in Canada and it was like $20 a month and internet was just ridiculous and you could just like blast through tons and tons of gigs and just like leave Netflix streaming on your phone all day and just be like, oh, whoop, my bad, you know, and not have to worry about consequences with data or anything like that. Oh well, one day. We'll tell our grandkids about this and they'll be like, oh grandpa, that's not true. Nobody paid for the internet back in the day. I'll be like, ah, no, we did. We paid an arm and a leg. You know, like that kind of stuff. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's not so steep. I think this is a little bit more what we're after. And then I think I'm going to terraform just so we have a little bit of a platform up here. And then in order to get some zoning, we're going to have to do a little bit of a flat part here. So let's terraform first. Man, I'm all about the sax. I know I play it like every stream, but it's just like, ooh, I love it, you know? And that big band, oh, it's so fun. And also, how smooth is this game running? Wow. All he had to do was just take out, oh my goodness. Like, I don't know the exact number, but it was like 200 or 300 items, maybe even more. I just stopped checking because it just drove me crazy. And I sounded like the celebratory gun so many times. Like I would tell my roommates, I'd go upstairs with like my fist in the air. I'm like, it's working! And then the game would load, and then like all the streets would be like, you know, oh gosh, that color that you get when you're like that hole in the earth kind of texture issue. Here, I'm trying to find it, can't even find it now. But like under buildings, so like all the roads would be that weird kind of floating blue color, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, you know? And then I'd have to, you know, restart and just try and disable some more stuff, but it was just like a really, really, really slow, arduous, like, uphill battle, but so rewarding when it finally worked. Oh my goodness. Hey there, Marcus, what's going on? Hope you're doing well today. And happy Sunday, guys! End of the weekend. Unfortunately, Monday, tomorrow, the least light of all the days, but that Monday ain't so bad. Okay. So ideally, I want these two to curve into each other. That's not so bad. And then let's make almost like a utility kind of access street back here. Okay, now we can start moving these things. So we'll put our recycling center up here. I'm gonna bring in an incinerator, just so we don't have garbage trucks driving the whole way around here when they're ready to empty some of these facilities. Okay, so that can go there. We'll bring up our water. Excellent. Very nice. And we should connect it with power lines afterwards, but we'll worry about that in a second. I think we'll leave the fire station in and around this area, because it does look like we actually need it over here, so maybe we can put that actually not a bad spot over here, so why don't we just leave it where, oh no, no, we can't do that. The texture is it's too much. Guys, honestly, like, I'm feeling so much better today. It's like, all week long, I've been so stressed out, I've been so worried about trying to get this game up and running, and it's just very stressful. Like, when all I want to do is just make content for you guys, especially, you know, for the YouTube channel, and there's just I just couldn't do it. Oh boy, oh boy. Well, I hope it won't pollute too much. There's only just the one polluter here. And then we can kind of hide this whole area here in just some, you know, some rocks and like that kind of stuff too, so. Let me turn this music down just a hint. There we go. Maybe that's like maybe 2% down right there, but that's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna put, I think, something else up here in terms of garbage collection. We might as well just take advantage of this space. And it might end up being one of these larger facilities. Okay, so we could do that. So we'll put that on this side, maybe terraform a little bit more if we have to. Put that right there. And then, like, you know, the idea for this is it's when we, you know, stretch our legs over to here, this will act as like a big central garbage processing hub for, you know, this part of the city, that part of the city. Obviously, these guys over here too. So, got to think a little bit on the bigger scale here. All right, now can we terraform with the city edge thing being right there? Oh, I don't know. This might look a little bit silly. Okay, so partial. That looks a little bit weird, but whatever. We'd have no choice. Alright. Ooh, perfect, just fits. And maybe this road should be a bit wider. Okay, maybe we can go like this behind. Put in, if it'll cooperate, there we go. Put in that road there. We'll move this over to there. And then I'm going to change this road to a wider one. Oh, maybe I won't. Oh, yeah, there we go. All it took was a detour. Okay. Oh, that still works even better. Needs. And then we can put, I guess, I mean, you know, fire station or something up here too, just in case. Maybe not necessarily that one since it's a little bit big, but I like the idea. Nope, that's not going to happen. That, on the other hand, will. Cool. Look at that. That actually works. I can dig this. I like the fact that these are all kind of the same like colored roof. As like weird as that sound. Seems like they all kind of work together, right? Okay, we do have our own little power producers from this. They're not making enough. So I'm going to drop this in instead of connecting them to the main grid. This should just be enough on their own to kind of do their own thing. Put a park in that little corner right here. Oh, we can do that. That's actually not a bad idea, right? Maybe we can start with one of the little plaza things and then build a park around that. Oh yeah, we could totally do that. Great suggestion, gang. Oh, and guys, I've had like the worst allergies today because there's like a storm kind of rolling through type thing. So if I sound a little stuffed up, I kind of apologize for that, but it's just like, wow, kind of feeling, you know? Hate that. Okay, so pollution, you kind of see, it's really not too bad. The only thing that actually is polluting is this thing, and it's very marginal. So we'll put in a whole bunch of trees and whatnot up here. And eventually these roads will extend a little bit, and we'll have to, you know, again, we'll find a way to connect down there type thing. I'm gonna do some terraforming, because I think this slope doesn't really work. So why don't we bring this out a little bit more? There, it kind of adds a little bit more cliff kind of feeling. Oh, creepy. It like lifted the, whatchamacallit as well, the wind turbine. Oh, that was neat. Oh, I like that. Oh, and you know what we could do over here are maybe some rocks. Oh, yes. Yes, very, very good. Okay. Yeah, so guys, for tonight, my game plan. So we're going to stream, you know, like an hour or two, just the usual kind of, you know, time frame. And then I'm going to start just, you know, doing at least an episode of each kind of city. And I want to extend some more of those like tutorial videos because you guys seem to be really enjoying those. So stay tuned for that because I'm like so far behind on uploading. And that's just because I could not get this game to run. It was like the most frustrating feeling imaginable. And what it came down to was just too many assets. Or one or two of them, they just had a kind of like overlapping kind of conflicts. And I end up having to just remove like, I don't know, 200, 300, 400. I literally don't even remember. I just stopped checking because the numbers were all just, you know. I was just going in big circles for like a week. I even uninstalled the game, reinstalled everything. I had like back up all the saves. I was like so nervous I was going to lose all the cities because nothing was backed up. And I couldn't even launch the game to like put them in the workshop. And so I was like, you know, biting my nails, and I was like, oh, I don't want gray hairs here, you know, like that kind of feeling, right? So it was a dramatic and very stressful week, but unfortunately, you know, like, I mean, not unfortunately, I say, fortunately, we are back in business, and I can stop panicking. And I got no gray hairs, so we're good. Hey there, Aquatic Gamer, thanks for stopping by today. Ooh, lightning. And I appreciate like all of you have been sending such warm, you know, friendly messages on Twitter to keep me motivated, and you're all offering suggestions too. You guys are a really clever bunch. I really appreciate that. And it's funny, I watch, I get like, you know, stats on like how many people interact with my tweets and see them and stuff, and it's like a lot of you read my tweets, so it's kind of like, it's cool. have that feeling of like not being alone now. So what I'm doing right here, in case you guys are wondering, yeah, they do look pretty cool in the rain, is I'm just kind of going for like a cliffside kind of action right here, instead of just being the generic kind of, you know, molded kind of thing like that. I think this just looks cooler. And then when we put in some trees and stuff, it'll have a nice little kind of boundary point. Oh, and I love this song too. And I'm just using some of the bigger rocks here. I'm overlapping them. I'm trying to get them to the point where they stretch a little bit, just for the way the ground texture kind of makes them go. And I'm trying just to mix them up so they're not all the same rock, you know, over and over again. But even that, this is not too bad. I might just kind of leave this just like that. And that's kind of cool, I think. Oh, that is really kind of cool. Too bad we can't start doing like waterfalls, that kind of stuff. The word moist, I like that word. It's one of those words. It just sounds a little bit, you know, naughty, right? Is that kind of a bad thing to say, or is that, you know? You could be talking about a moist towelette, but like, I don't know, the word moist, it just seems not like a polite word almost. If that makes any weird sense. Now you guys probably think I'm some weirdo now. You're like, oh gosh. Well, there we go. Unsubscribe. Well, sorry. Nope. I guess I am a bit of a weirdo. Hope you guys will stay. Who knows? Maybe you guys are weirdos too. Maybe that's your thing. Okay, so just put in some trees over here just to kind of help the boundary point a little bit. And where are my... Yes, there they are. My extra tall, delicious looking trees. Oh, and guys, celebratory. Look at this. Prop anarchy. Back in action. Do, 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 do. Oh, yeah. So, interestingly enough, I was reading through, because I really was going crazy with assets and mods and everything. So, I read almost everything I could on everything. And so many of the comments where people were running into the same kind of problems as me, people were just saying just unsubscribe to this mod and resubscribe to it, and for whatever reason it should fix your problem. At this point I'm like, I'll try anything. So I did that, and I actually got most of the other mods that were conflicting with one another to stop conflicting with one another. So we got Prop Anarchy back, and when I loaded that and like all the trees weren't everywhere, I was like, oh, hallelujah kind of feeling, you know? It was like, just, that was great. Oh, almost on point with the lightning and thunder there. Darn it, that would have been pretty cool too. So I'm going to do the same kind of rock effect over on this side, just behind the fire station and whatnot over here. And I might maybe terraform first, just to get a little more of a uniform kind of look going on here. Yeah, that's a bit better, right? The song is so random because it has like someone coughing in the mix track, right? And that's so weird. Oh, I know. +1 for Anarchy. Definitely the savior. And so I think this road will maybe cut through as a tunnel. We'll see. So I'm not going to maybe do too much right there. Or why don't we do the tunnel first and then see if we can work the tunnel around. Like, are we going to go like this, I wonder? Oh, actually we might do that. Oh yeah, we're doing that. Oh yes. Oh, very nice. And then this will go like this. But like slightly downhill. Oh, delicious. Love it. Oh, what do we got right here? Make me... Oh, what did I just click? Oh my... Why did you just link me? Oh my goodness. You're funny. You guys are so strange. Okay, so I like that. Going for our rock effect over here. So we'll have to use smaller ones. Don't want to interfere too much with the roads. But it would be kind of cool to make it seem like the roads just kind of come right to the edge of them. Oh, like that. Yeah, boy. Get some. There we go. So that's kind of neat. It do look a little bit too shiny with this incoming rain, but kind of see how this ends up looking. There we go. Oh man, so... Oh, okay, so random... This is like very random news, guys. So some of you know, because I've been going to just like the launch party and just some of the other events they've been hosting, but YouTube opened a studio in Toronto. Like a full-on, like it's like an actual like studio. And I went in and I did the qualification little requirement training course thing last week And I met with all the lawyers, went through all the important stuff, and I'm now like able to use it, so I can make like actual like studio content. So if you guys are cool and like are willing to like be patient and help me out or whatever with suggestions and stuff, I want to start making little shorts, like kind of like little comedic kind of things. I already have a few ideas. I don't necessarily want to run them by you guys just yet until I kind of do a little bit more finalization, but I don't know if you guys are up for that or if it's up your alley or whatever, but just like little funny things. And then I also want to start doing just like podcasting and just like that kind of stuff, right? Just a little bit more options other than just say streaming video games or whatever. So I hope you guys are up for that. I do understand that most of you aren't really here for that, but hopefully we can kind of have a nice little transition. Because it seems like just a waste not to try and use this studio, and I can get like high-speed cameras, really whatever. So why not, right? So food for thoughts on that. That's kind of neat too, with all these little cliffs on the side like that. I think we'll eventually have to fill this whole thing in. I'm not really going to do that right now because it's a little bit time consuming. Maybe we'll come back to that in a little bit. Let's just drop in some trees. Just kind of finish this area off a little bit more. Just to get some traffic up here, I'm going to give us a little bit of zoning. And, no, actually, we'll do an office. There we go. One little office building. Okay, maybe not. Maybe two. There, we'll do that. That's kind of fun. Oh, and we can probably put one over here. There we go. Yeah, it does sound kind of fun, right? Hey, there's Skipper Jr. Yeah, so if you guys have any suggestions, I mean, like one of them, without giving away too much, because I don't want you guys to, not steal my ideas, right? But I want it to be still kind of original and fun. But one idea I think I can make a fun script out of, it's like, you have to kind of use make-believe here. So you're living in a world where you only have like 4 or 5 Googles per day, and like, like how many, you Google everything, right? So picture, 3 or 4 guys sitting on a couch, and they're watching like a movie or a TV show or sports or something, and they're all arguing. Only like one of them is like a Google left, right? Because they've all used the rest up, and they're like, "Yo, Mike, just use it, man. I need to know who this actor is," or that kind of stuff. And he's like, "No, you shouldn't have Googled whatever was in that dumb sandwich of yours." And just fighting over that, like those kind of fun little 5-minute just comedy shorts, right? I have like those kind of ideas. So yeah, some spoilers. You're right. So this is a little spoiler, but I kind of have like those kind of ideas. And also too, it's like, I've secretly wanted to do stand-up comedy, but I really feel like I have nothing to say past the 2-minute point. So I think my little comedy ideas might maybe do a little bit better on like a YouTube format. So, just keep your eyes peeled for that. But just be patient if they're bad. Give me some helpful feedback. Okay, so this is actually looking like really cool, like better than I thought it would, to be honest. Not that I didn't think it was going to look good, but this looks like way better than I thought. Okay. Put in some more trees. Some foliage. Alright, just kind of beef up the whole area here. There, now you can see, like, this is really the only impact of pollution. See how these trees are a little bit different color? That's really it, just for the whole area. So I'm fine with that. I don't think it's going to destroy our land value or anything like that, right? Well, thank you, Builder. I don't know. Like, people tell me I'm funny. So I'm inclined to believe them, I guess, to a certain extent. So hopefully I can do something with that. But I really want to do like podcasts. Some of you have been giving me some like great ideas, and so many of you guys have been asking for like a like motivational style podcast. I would totally love to do that. Skipper, I have no idea, honestly. I've been playing like city building games since I was a kid, so I feel like I kind of have an eye for it, I guess. But I don't know, the city does have a nice kind of real look and feel to it, doesn't it? Through that CN Tower. Mwah, beautiful. A little taste of home. Oh, thanks, Builder. I'm glad you think so. So yeah, hopefully you guys can follow me along as we slowly try to take over the internet world, you know? I'd want to be at the grocery store or something and have someone be like, "Are you that guy from YouTube?" And I could be like, "Yeah, I think so." You know, like, oh gosh, what is going on here, guys? We got too much traffic. Okay, so it looks like our issue here is this one little junction is doing a little bit too much volume. I remember us talking about wanting to do with like an upgrade over here, putting in like a double merging crossover interchange. I think we might actually have to do that and just kind of take out these little double side roundabouts. Yeah, the tower definitely adds a nice big kind of, you know, it's nice on the skyline. In real life too, in Toronto, there's like almost everywhere in the city you go, you see this, and it is like miles taller than the rest of the buildings. Right? There's a few buildings that are getting close now. I don't think the scale is going to be correct, but let me just show you for example, because there's some Toronto assets I have in here, right? So like a downtown Toronto tower, like First Canadian Place, right? Like this is one of our taller ones. So you can see that relative. I don't know, maybe these are just scale. I really don't know. Brookfield's also downtown. That's not really that tall. Oh, I'm trying to think of the restaurant, or the tower that has, oh actually the TD tower, those ones are tall too. But you can see like in Toronto, the downtown, right? Like again, I don't think these are just scale, but CN Tower, very tall. That was the whole point of my thing right here. Okay, well I think we're gonna try the double merging crossover interchange. I'm seeing a few of you suggest some roundabouts or something like that, but you can kind of, I mean, even if we were to make a bigger roundabout, it's not really, like, the issue really stems from just too much people going through here, and so we'll get backed up by that light anyhow, right? So I don't know, this is doing crazy. Who knows, right? I don't think this will be too difficult to reproduce, just in case we have to go back to our original idea here. Okay, so we'll just back it up to say about there, take all this out. And you know, this served its purpose. It was great when we had this volume going through here, but too much now. Too much. Okay. What am I looking for? Yes, interchanges, of course. Is there a Toronto Union Station asset? I actually don't know. I found a Union Station that I thought was Toronto. When I downloaded it, it was not. Maybe no one's just built it yet. Oh, guys, I can't wait to use this. Oh my gosh, this is the most gorgeous thing anyone has ever put on the workshop, forever and ever and ever. Oh, I can't put it anywhere though, darn it. You can kind of tell from the thumbnail here, it's a rail junction that's partially sunken that meets up with two merging highways. And it's just like, I would love to put this in and show you, but it looks, oh god, so delicious. So this will go somewhere downtown. And this could maybe open up into our like downtown core. We could do that as an idea or something like that, right? Oh, and I really like this too. Oh boy, there's so many cool, big, oversized interchanges that are popping up in the workshop these days. Okay, where are we going here? Oh, actually, what's going on down here? Had issues with land value, perhaps? Oh, too few services. Well, I don't want to worry about our industry just yet. Let us focus. Okay. Alright. So, double merging crossover interchange. I've got a few... Oh, actually, I have this downloaded too. I keep meaning to use this. It's kind of like a high-speed version of what I keep trying to build. But someone pre-built it with like better angles. I want to place these, but they're like so difficult to have to destroy after. Tips on highway exit and entrance? Well, I can kind of show you a few things we've done here. The most important thing is just smooth merging. You can kind of see the goal, like especially for this interchange, right? It's just fast, smooth merging. And I had to use some traffic mods to get some of the lanes to kind of cooperate. So like here, for example, you can't turn right from here. Sometimes you can, you know, kind of cheat, and well, you wouldn't be able to turn right anyway. What am I saying? But oh, here, for example, right? Like you can't turn left or right, only merging right. So it's a faster flow through. So I'll do those kind of things if I can, or you'll kind of see. We're about to build a little highway thing here, right? The goal is just to not get people backed up, kind of what was happening here. Otherwise, you can have the best interchange in the world, but if you're getting landlocked, you know, where you're entering your city, it's not going to work, right? Okay. So double merging crossover interchange. I got a little compact one right here. These are really cool because it helps your merging lanes, so you don't really have to cross in front of anyone else. So So that looks like we could make it work sort of with our previous construction over here. It's not out of the question. So we'll have to rework this part a little bit, it seems like. Yeah, it's a shame we can't move this over just an inch or so. Okay, well I think we are going to have to work within here. Who are we disrupting? Oh, that's extraordinarily convenient. We don't really have anyone here yet for transit lines. That's helpful. Okay, so let's open this right up. And this will have to go back in afterwards. And the fact that that was maybe, you know, like too busy of an interchange anyhow might kind of, that might have been the problem versus really anything else. Okay, so let's see if we can sneak this in here. I want to have the merging part be on top. Maybe that can connect, so we can back this up a little bit. Short answer is yes, I think so. Okay, so we'll put that down. I think we're going to have to be a little bit creative here with how we're going to reconnect everything, though. But it's like the majority of these inner arms, I just wouldn't be able to get looking all that nice on my own, which is why I'm kind of cheating and using this as essentially our base. That looks horrifying. let's try this again. Okay, there we go. Hey, Nikki, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. It's probably a little bit later in the day for you. Yeah, I'm sorry for the late start, guys, and my goodness, just the last week in general, it's just been so frustrating to try and get you know, City Skylines going, getting like content recorded. Just could not get this game to cooperate, and I hate when that happens. Okay, so it looks like something kind of cool is presenting itself right here. We now have the unique opportunity of going in and underneath this bridge if we wanted to, and we can enter and exit from maybe 2 different spots, and that can kind of maybe balance traffic a little bit better. But even just going like this, that looked kind of cool, didn't it? So that can probably go into here, and we can move this. Reconnect that a little bit differently. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's really, really cool. I like that. And then maybe this can go. Yeah, see, I don't want that to be wide road going nowhere. So I don't know if that's really the answer per se. It could be. Maybe if this was one way, maybe that's the key to it. Maybe that'll help with the flow. Or we could even have 2 directions that are one way. I'll put my one-way arrows on to kind of see what I'm doing here. And then the idea would be you wouldn't get a traffic light, but if you're coming traffic this way, you're only going swinging it right like that. So theoretically, this should be kind of cool for merging. We'll see how it works. We might maybe. Actually, I think we probably do need a traffic light to govern things. So we'll try that, see if it works. Oh, it's 5? Oh boy, where you are? That's pretty late. Like 5 in the morning? Holy smokes, that's pretty... Where do I get my my road mods? Actually, here, I'll give you guys link to my my mod list that I've got going on. So right now I'm using a North American road texture pack, and it needs another texture pack alongside for it to run properly. And I don't remember what the name of it is, but it's in the mod list. And then you'll have to go in through your content manager options just to kind of get it turned on or whatever, even after you have the mod itself turned on, if that makes any sense. There we go, that works a little bit smoother. And then I think this is going to have to come from, say, over here. And so this can maybe go, say, like that. Ooh. Yeah, that's not so bad. Actually, I don't dislike the fact that it's a little bit curved, because then it almost looks like it's curving gently into here. Oh, I don't know. That's a nice little wiggle to it, doesn't it? Ooh, I don't know. Oh, this is so tough. Oh, this is so tricky. Okay. Now, as far as these go, we're just going to connect that rather simply, so that's